Hi everyone, Lady Amalthea here from my new study. So today's video is a VR to Kelly Bear's 5 decks you can't live without. And so I have picked my top 5 tarot decks and I'm going to do my video about them. So in maybe some kind of order, I'm just looking at them thinking, I am going to go with number 5, which is, I think, my most recent tarot deck purchase, the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. Is that blurry? Not blurry? I can't tell. Which is pretty much a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. Here's the little book. Not too happy with the lighting here. And the cards have this gorgeous unicorn reversed back. And then the cards are pretty much a copy of Pixie's artwork, but with unicorns. So, and also crystals, because, you know, crystal unicorn. There we go, that's a bit better. So here's the High Priestess card. Gorgeous card. Look at that, beautiful High Priestess. And I guess pomegranates in the back. It's great. Big fan of this deck. You can't have this deck. It's mine. Of course, you can buy your own copy. Here's the devil. Where's the camera? There's the camera. Here's the devil with 2 chained unicorns under a devil satyr unicorn, I suppose. I love this deck. It was not too expensive. I think 35 Australian dollars. I can't recall off the top of my head. I bought it from a great little website with great customer service called Mindfulness something or other. I should have looked this up before I started the video. But yeah, I was really happy with my purchase from this website. It came super quick and they included a bonus obsidian crystal, so pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of this deck. It's not one I've used a whole lot, but I really like the imagery because you can read Rider-Waite standard. Oh, there goes my dog in the background. You might have spotted him. You can read up about the Rider-Waite interpretations of the cards, and they're quite similar. It's, you know, just unicorns instead of people. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of this deck. And so for my next deck, I pick the Wild Unknown. Blurry, not blurry. How do I make this not blurry? Hello, camera. I don't know. Still getting the hang of this. So I have the mass-produced one, not one of the original ones, but with the super big book. And I mean, everyone knows this deck. It's pretty popular with the great, I guess it's snakeskin. I'd say it's snakeskin design. I love the feel of these cards, this lovely matte surfacing and like Seven of Wands. Not really sure where to aim this. That's why I'm trying to make more videos so I can practice with my camera till I get the hang of it. Seven of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. So just like pretty simple in its beauty, but yeah, I'm a fan. Son of Cups. If you aren't familiar with the deck, instead of the page, the knight, the queen, the king, they have son, daughter, mother, father, which, as I think it was Kelly Bear said in her video, it's very heteronormative, but not all families are like that. But it's, yeah, certainly popular. But yeah, I mean, it's just a different kind of interpretation, so you know, it works. Next, Next. Hard to choose. Looking at my piles, I'm going to go with Shadowscape. My greatest regret about this is that I didn't get the big box with the big book. I'm just going to buy that big book by itself at some point. But I love the artwork of this deck so much that my phone case is by the same artist. As you may or may not be able to tell, it's beautiful. Beautiful imagery. I love it. And yeah, like this deck has a lot of foxes in it, which makes me happy because I love foxes. So for example, where's the camera? But you need to like make a mark on the screen. So there's a fox in this card, 8 of Wands, and King of Pentacles has is that a dragon? Yeah. So now this is the hardest and you can't make me choose. So my top 2 equal place number 1 decks are the following. The Moonchild Tarot by Danielle Noel. As you can see, the book is marked. This is my most used daily draw deck at the moment. It's got that photo collage art, Queen of Swords, 10 of Wands. Now see how different that Wands is to the Wild Unknown, which I showed before. Very different art style, very, very different. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's great. It's great that there's variety. And of course, number one, Lumina Tower. Now, this is the first tarot deck I ever purchased. It is still the one I have used the most. Some viewers may remember last year I had a bit of an accident with this deck. And so now we have all new colours through it as a result of me spilling a flask of tea on the deck. And the cards, while if you look closely, you can see some of the edges are brown. I haven't even considered re-edging the deck. I've never edged a deck. I'm not starting now. I love this deck. I love this deck so much. Hanged Man. I know some people say it's similar to Wild Unknown, and it certainly has some aspects of similarity to it. I'll make it not blurry. Oh, this is so difficult. Come on, just focus on the card. Focus on the card. There we go. The Hanged Man. How gorgeous is this card? The Knight of Swords. And I think it was Simon, aka Hermit's Cave, who said the thing he liked about this deck over the Wild Unknown was the mix of people and animals. And I certainly do like that as well, even though I'm a big lover of animal decks. So yeah, Lumina. And I do have the connected and free Oracle deck now, which I do love, but not as much as the tarot, but it's pretty good. And my bonus, can't live without Oracle deck, because like being an Oracle reader primarily long before I was a tarot reader, I couldn't help but include one. Foxfire. I love this deck. I love this deck. I love this deck so much. Like, upside down, upside down. This is gorgeous. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. Look at that. Shadow Dancer. Beautiful. Beautiful artwork. Beautiful deck. I mean, there's so many decks out there. It's so hard to choose these days. Like, I don't have a lot of tarot decks yet. I have probably 7 tarot decks. I'm getting rid of some, so I'm not counting those anymore. I'm going to be putting them in a for sale group on Facebook. A few decks by a certain creator. But yeah, I certainly do have more Oracle decks, and it's really only money that's stopping me from having more tarot decks. The next one I'd really like to get, really would like to get, is the Last Unicorn Tarot, which has been on my wish list since I found out about it, and it is still on my wish list. And I hope I can buy it. Maybe birthday money. Maybe I'll need to save up a few birthdays, because yeah, it's not cheap getting it from the States. But yeah, that's the downside of being in Australia. And I don't know if it's going to cost more because I'm now in Perth, and I don't know if postage is more expensive to this side of the country. I will find out the hard way. So I know that wasn't a super detailed video, and a lot of people went into way more detail in their videos, but I'm recovering from sinusitis, and it's only in the last few days that my voice has gone back to normal, and I no longer sound like a croaking frog. So that's something. So yeah, no, I'm feeling a bit rambly, so I might stop before I let my words just travel along. You can actually see my Oracle shelf with that one, the top in the top row, in the middle, in my messy Kallax, which I will organize. It's not on my top list of priorities right now. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. And I look forward to doing more in the future again. Many blessings.